Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So today I have an updated functional A6 rings flip through in this lovely Mulberry agenda. So this planner was fully inspired by Josie, who is j.l_plans on Instagram, I believe. I'll leave her details down below. She also has a YouTube channel as well, which is where I first found her Mulberry A6 rings flip through. So do check her out. Yeah, I'll just leave a link to her video down below. I absolutely love her setup. It's a very minimalistic setup as well. So yeah, definitely absolutely love it. And then I got this planner, which I was not intending to get first. I wanted the Oxblood agenda from Mulberry, but they didn't have it in the store that I went to, and then they were going to bring it up, but there's another mess there. But at that time, the lovely sales girl showed me this one, said, we have the size, but we don't have the cover. Do you want to see something that is very similar to it, so you could get an idea of if you like it or not? And of course, I absolutely fell in love with it. Yes, it's not a color that I normally pick since I am a pink girl, but I am very particular with my Croco patterns, and this one just hit the jackpot for me, really. So I did see this planner on their website. Their larger scales was like slanted and quite over, so I wasn't really interested in it. But here you can see like it goes in a curve, the larger patterns, and it pinches in where the buckle is, and I absolutely love that in my Croco. I'll show you here. This is my blush one, and it's very close to the middle as well where it pinches in. So yeah, I do love Croco patterns like that. So yeah, I just went for it, and I'm so happy that I did. So let's get into the flip through. So on the inside they do have this style of pocket. Nothing has fallen out as much as I know right now, and it's fine. The inside leather is super buttery, but it does scratch a little easily. I do have a scratch here, and I don't know how I did it, but at least it shows it's well loved. So yeah, it's so buttery smooth. And the buckle does go under the planner than on top, what we're normally used to. But I'm actually quite enjoying this different lock closure, which they call a Postman lock. And the rings, I will also mention, they used to do cross rings with their Mulberry planners. I think I got told by Emma, who's SMPlans, and Josie, but I don't know when they switched to their own branding of rings, and they're also 23mm rings. So yeah, just a heads up. So far I'm finding my ring mechanism that there's no issues with it. No, as in the actual rings, there's no gapping or anything like that. Fingers crossed it's okay. But the ring mechanism does move side to side a little bit at the beginning. But since being in it for a while, I haven't noticed it again. So again, hope that's will be fine. But I do have a 2-year warranty, so if anything does act up, I can bring it back to the shop and say, can you please fix it? So yeah, there you go. Yeah, on to the actual setup. Here I just have the same 2 pieces of acetate that I love layering on top. Details will be down below. The inserts in here, I use a mix of Infinite Lotus EO Edits, SimpleandTrendyCo, which is a new shop to me, but I'm absolutely loving hers for dailies and weeklies. AlibiDesignstudio, Peanuts Planner Co, SMPlans. I will leave the details down below, but if there's a particular insert that you can't really tell of who it's from in this flip through, just leave me a message down below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can with who it is. But hopefully you won't have that much of an issue of finding out who it is in the list. But this is from World. As for the Vellum Covers, these designs were created on Canva, just very simply choosing their different text fonts and then just making them go vertically instead of horizontally. I got this idea from Cloth and Paper. They had it in like a pass subscription box, like a similar idea, and I really love the look of it. So yeah, there's that. And then the dividers here, which I'm so happy that I found this shop, as she's based in UK. The shop is called it's Simply Bizzare. She does frosted dividers like these. They're really good quality. She does it for Pocket, Pocket Plus, A6 rings, personal, A5 rings as well. So yeah, do check her out if you're in the UK and you don't want to reach out outside of UK to get dividers, because I know that's also quite tricky as well. So yeah, definitely have a look into her shop. These tabs, wordings, they're from a past TPS kit, so it's really up to you where you want to go for. But I do know Simply Bizzare does offer tab words as well. So first section is my inbox, which you saw here. It has ASAP, soon and later. And here I have like a planning routine. This is quite a generic one. Someday I will make my own, but at the moment I just don't have time. You have a monthly, step, weekly and daily. And then here I have my morning and evening routine. And then at the back I do have a startup and shutdown routine for work. And these are taken from the cards that I purchased from MaddisonFoxPlans at the back here. So if I switch planners and I forget to bring the cards along with me, at least I have it in my planner just as a backup. But yeah, MaddisonFoxPlans, like her printables, you can edit them. So I've just edited to how I want my day to go, really. So I found that was quite handy. Some of them that she has there that's pre-done is really good suggestions as well. Then I have an add to planners list, which I've had in my ring planners, and I just find it so handy. And then here I have just like a going from place to place checklist that I need to bring. Next up I do have my online order tracker. Here I just have a purchase bottom tab. So I do like to keep that at the front instead of searching it through my planner. Next I do have a weekly menu, which I'm having at the front at the moment because I don't have time to pre-plan menus for every single day, but I do have like a day here and there that I do have a meal that I do want to have, so I will put it in there, and then the rest I just like to see what I get up to in my eating habits. How unhealthy do I go? How healthy do I manage to go? So this is quite a good thing to start for 2020 as well. Next up, this is the main section. So first one is calendar, which I have as events, birthdays and trips. And then first up is the year at a glance. Now I lost my year at a glance from Infinite Lotus somewhere in this room, so I decided to just pull in the Mulberry one, since we're in December anyway. And yeah, that's that. So then at the back they have this year plan, which I don't use at all. Then I do have Infinite Lotus 2020 year at a glance. I do love her layout more. And then at the back you do have like the monthly, the month's overview to put in your own details. I probably do this for birthdays. And then this is new to me, where it has the 2020 vision and the quarterly review. I'm not really sure what to use this for yet. Then here I have a fold out from Peanuts Planner Co. Now first up I will say this is actually a pocket size insert that I sized up to fit the A6 rings. So this is a pocket insert increased to 125% to fit in this planner. Now Peanuts Planner Co does offer this for A6 rings, but it's a two-fold, whereas my personal preference, I prefer 3, so it really is down to you. And plus, because I also use a pocket size planner, I can use like the actual insert for the actual planner, and then other times I could use it for this planner as well. So it's really down to personal preference. So there's that, and this insert I'm just going to use it for work and my boyfriend's work schedule, so that'll be quite nice to see. And then I've got habit tracker, just extra grid pages here. Then at the back I have my cute little timeline. Then the main section here is like my monthly and dailies, and weeklies, kind of mix of them all here, but it does start with a monthly. This is a dashboard that I sized wrong as a custom from Powder World, so I do need to reorder, and it has this week tab, which I will shuffle to the right place later on. This is a sticky note from Poi and Hun of a weekly layout, and first up is December. Now, because I have personal details in there, that's why it's covered. This is a new insert that I'm trying out. I purchased this from SimpleandTrendyCo, I believe is the name. But again, as usual, everything will be listed down below. And I'm quite liking it. So this is a mix of two inserts. This is one style of insert, this one as itself, and then this is the insert that has like the grid. So there's a weekly. So here I thought another way to use this is possibly like the main meals that I would hope to have, and then the insert at the front will be like what I actually have. So that's a kind of idea as well, or take out stuff like that. So this one I am trying out. I do like its own little sections for the days. And yeah, you've got a tracker and you've got a month view. So yeah, just trying that out, see how it goes. And then I have my inserts from the Salty 22, which is Josie's printable shop. So here I have her month, which is quite nice. I love that it's a month at a glance kind of thing, and then the month split on 2 pages straight after, which is my personal preference, because sometimes I like to do 2 different type of trackers for the monthlies, but then I need 2 different types of monthly inserts in my planner to do it, whereas here it's just straight after, which is great. So here at the top you also get a month of the previous month and then a month forward as well, just to kind of time track everything, I guess. At the top of this side you get dates to remember and goals, and that goes straight into your weekly view. So this is quite like a Hobonichi week style. So you get the weeks on your left, horizontal layout, which is my personal preference, and then a blank dot grid on the right. You do get some space here to write in important things, and then a month view at the bottom. Then this one's just from EO Edits. Since now Sunday has become the day that I'm a bit more free, I actually started my new job at the beginning of December, so this month. Things have just been like touch and go. I am so exhausted at the end of each day, which is why you've probably not seen me much on Instagram at all, even posting wise, because I'm just zombified. So hopefully after I get into a certain routine, I'm able just to section off an evening, just to like, this is my planning time, don't interrupt me, I will do my planning. I really miss planning for fun as well, so my memory planning has been falling behind. So maybe it's a Sunday I do that for. So yeah, you do get the months for monthly and the weekly in one notebook. Then it'll be a new PDF for the next month, so you could just print whichever month you like. So here I have February, so that's the layout there. So at the moment I only have my January and February 2020 inserts in here. At the moment I don't feel like I would need more months. One being that the rings are 23mm, they're only so much I can fit, and 2, I don't need to pre-plan so much ahead that I need my weeklies to do it, whereas in my work section that's up next, so this one is assignments, meetings and projects, I do have my month at a glance up to, I believe, March. I've just cornered off some stuff here that's from work. Is it March? Yeah, I do have it up till March, so if there are certain things that I do need to write down, I usually put it on a sticky note like this, or I'll put it at a month in a glance or that folder insert that I would need there. But because you'll see in my 2020 planner system setup, my work has 2 monthly calendars in it anyway, so I'm already like keeping tabs of everything. I'll just need to move things along. This work section here is just so I can keep tab of what's happening at work. If there's certain things that I suddenly go, oh, I'm not actually in the office today, and I don't have the 2 planners with me because I leave them at the office. I can write them here in my planner and then move things over the next day when I'm back in. So yeah, this is just like a quick little glance overview when I need it. So I have these inserts that used to be in the calendar section, but I've moved to my work section because I just find it more functional. And then I have a to-do section for work as well. This has the insert that I had in my beginning section, but I just didn't know what to use it for. This is at the moment not in use till I need it back in January. So this is one thing I'm trying out. And then I have my assignment sheet that I need to update. What assignments have I been on and with who? And then I have today inserts. So this is when I have certain to-dos I need to do the next day, but I forgot to write it down in my work planner because after I left, I just was like, oh, I remember I need to do that as well. So I'll probably write it down here. And then I do have a bigger checklist, so when certain things have to be broken down a bit more. So there's that. And then I do have a responsibility log. At the moment, this is not in use yet, but I believe it'll come in handy in the later months. Then I have appointments. This will be, again, in use in the later months for a study program, because I will be on a graduate program at work in around July time. I have a task management one that will be in use in July as well. And next up, I have a personal section, which is details, media, and wish lists. I just sneaked this in because I absolutely love it. I love this holo from MaddisonFoxPlans, so I just have it here. As you can tell in this planner, I barely have any deco. It's just the main necessities, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Then I have my 2020 planner system. It has changed a bit, so this is kind of like an idea beforehand if you're thinking of what's going on in my system. And then I do have this insert again from SimpleandTrendyCo. This is a different list inserts. I do like to switch up my inserts just to try everything, just to keep everything, I don't know, I like to switch up my inserts like I switch up my planners. It's just fun. Extra grid paper from SMPlans. This is from PrintablesforPlanners, just my social media upkeep. And then my goals for books next year is from EO Edits. Same for this movie one. I find this really cute. And then my appointments, for personal appointments, my car, vehicle maintenance, my no spend, which will hopefully start in January because December did not happen. Yeah, just Christmas. Really, that is my excuse. So there you go. So I've got my no spend there, and I have my 30-day challenge. I do have an idea for this, but it's not completely set to how I want it to be, so once I get that sorted, I'll start it. I have an extra checklist here. I have a travel insert from Peanuts Planner Co. I've just covered up the destination. It's just a short little trip, actually. It's just a weekend away. And yeah, I've just covered up some stuff. But this says to pack, don't forget. Yeah, I'm finding this quite handy. There's certain things I need to fill in today, actually, so I'll get to that. Then I have my lists. So here I've got my Peanuts Planner Co. checklist insert. I have done it once where I bought double of the same insert I already had. So this is one good way of keeping track of what not to buy again because I already have it, and sometimes I just lose the file somewhere on my computer and I'll eventually find it again. And then this wish list tracker, which I actually really love the layout of, and this is from May Paper Co. She does printed inserts as well as printables, so that's quite a lovely choice to choose between if you don't like printing your own inserts. It's from Infinite Lotus. I believe she also does printed and printables. Second last section is home. So here we have groceries, routine, and family. So here I have a routine. I forgot what I was going to use the routine for. I think it's more of like groceries, laundry, who gets laundry what day, so we're not both going at the same day going, I need to do laundry now, and we're both in at the same time. So yeah, that's another thing to do. And then our cleaning tracker for monthly view, and then what I did last. That's quite handy. I will start that next year because there's no point starting in December now, because then all these are wasted. A task management, not too sure of how to use this in the home section just yet, but it's there if I need it. I've got a to buy section, normally for groceries or certain like home stuff like cleaning things, laundry detergents. It'll be here. So I've got that, an extra checklist, more of those weekly menus of when the one at the start finishes. I can switch them over. And then that's that. Lastly, I have my finance section, which is bills, budgets and savings. So here I do love to have a grid paper to start and finish off each section, so it just gives you that clean look, tied together look. I do have the yearly bill tracker here for this year. And then for next year, I'm going to use this insert instead. This again is from Peanuts Planner Co, where it's a pocket size insert that I sized up 125% to fit in the A6 rings. Again, it's just down to personal preference. I prefer a 3-fold than a 2-fold, which she has for A6 rings. And here it has the finance routine, bill tracker and the debt tracker. So my yearly bill tracker here will go in here instead. This is just the first half of the year, and then when you flip it over, it's the second half of the year. So there's that. I have an IOU section with my friend Yvonne here. And then for expenses, how I'm planning to use this section is, I got this idea from Alondra. I believe her Instagram handle is planningwithalo. And she also has a YouTube channel as well. I'll just, again, leave details down below. But how I think she uses it is she lists down all her expenses, and then the amounts are highlighted in different categories. So necessities, spending for fun, the spendings that you really shouldn't. So that's how I'm planning to use this insert. Just put down all my expenses and then tie them all together of where they are. So this insert, it will only be for personal spending that I really shouldn't spend, but I did anyway. That'll be this insert, and hopefully the digits will go down now that I have it on here and here, so I just kind of see, oh, okay, that's what's happening. So I have that for December. I do need to fill that in. I know it's not going to look pretty, but never mind. And then extra inserts there for the later months. Then last top section is budget. So here I have a budget tracker, and then I have a savings tracker. This is for emergency funds, and then a holiday, hopefully in 2020 before I start my graduate program, and then extra saving insert. Then we're at the end. So there you go. At the back here, this is a paper from Happie Scrappie from last year's September kit, I believe. This is a makeshift page lifter that I created out of vellum. This was laminated with 3 laminating sheets just to give it that thickness, sturdiness to it. And here it just says all that is rare for the rare, which is from the book Beautiful Player by Christina Lauren. I just love this little quote that Will says to Hannah in the book. Here at the back, we just got some extra inserts for work, and these are the cards that is in insert form at the beginning from AlibiDesignstudio. Here they are. So we've got morning and evening routine, and at the back is the routine that I have. So that's her name, Alice Fox Plans. So that's how she spells Alice. Yeah, she's found on Etsy. So that's that morning and evening routine. And again, you do get to edit her insert, her cards. Also her inserts as well. I'm pretty sure she does inserts. I have my shutdown and startup routine here as well. I find them really cute. She does 2 different styles for her cards. Here I just have an emergency, and then if found detail, I just covered up the sensitive detail, that's all. And these are actually freebies from AlibiDesignstudio. It's found on Valeria's blog. She does the horizontal ones, which are here, and also vertical ones if you're using like a VDS or a Giglio, because I know some of their card slots are vertical. So yeah, and then I just have a pen from Muji. So that is my flip through, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any questions, just leave me a comment down below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. But yeah, I really love this setup. I'm really happy with it. I'm so glad that I switched to a more minimalistic look, I think. Just for this year, it just kind of ties everything quite neatly. I do miss my deco, but that'll be in a different planner. Because just using it for the new job that I have, a minimalistic look is just easier for me. Whereas I do have a decorative planner that I will be setting up, and that's for just something fun, because I really do miss my decorative elements. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!